What's going on, everyone? Just doing a random live stream tonight. Gotta start the live stream off with the quant, right? Gotta start the live stream off with quant. What is going on? Hey, let me know if you can hear me. 1 2 1 2. How's the music sound? Is it too loud? Tried a different setup tonight. I think quant's going up to 160, personally. Okay, for quant, I'd keep an eye on the 5. I think we're heading down to the 5. RSI is reset at 50. Then I think we're heading our way back up to 160 personally. That'll bring us back up to a little over 70 in the RSI. We'll test this main resistance, and I think we'll have a retracement down to the 382, and then a continuation on quant. It's actually not looking bad. A lot of coins aren't looking bad right now. Worst case scenario I see is the 618 on quant. I don't think we're heading back down there again anytime soon. I think the five holds on quant. Well, hello there, Zegoth. You're the only one in the live stream right now. It's just you and I, so you have the floor. I'm gonna go over quite a bit of the charting requests from Discord. I'm just gonna start off with quant. So I think quant's gonna retrace to the 5. RSI is reset at 50. And then from there, I think it bounces off the 5, and we'll be laddering up to 160, and then we'll continue that ladder up pattern. So quant's not looking that bad. You know, you've been in the channel, Zegoth, for a long time, and you've been chilling that quant. And sorry to say, I still don't own any quant. Not saying that's a bad coin. I mean, I just have my own plays, man. VXV is dying, huh? VXV is dying. How bad? How bad is it dying? Oh, no. You're still bullish, man. You're still bullish on VXV. You can't say it's dying until you fall below $2. I think the 618 holds on VXV personally. I think we tag off the 618, then continue up here to test the main resistance at 236. Yeah, if you fall below this right here, and then we can start talking about taking a dive and dying. So a lot of coins are doing this pullback right now. If you watched my last live stream, a lot of the coins were back up at 70, and I said they're all going to have that retracement back down to 50. And it looks like a lot of them are retracing right now. So I'd keep an eye on the 618 at 208 for VXV. Worst case scenario, we can't fall below $2. We fall below $2, then we can start talking about it falling off the table. But I'd keep an eye on the 618 here at 2.8 for a continuation upwards to test this resistance. You did make a higher low, though, so that's not good. Especially with Bitcoin being bullish. But we'll assess the situation at that time. Might be doing this consolidation thing. You can see making higher lows, but the 618's holding. But it's too early to tell for that. So I'm going to jump on a Discord request right now. Hang on, I'm looking at the Discord right now. So we got Zegoth you with Kilt. I think I looked at this yesterday. I think you asked about it earlier, and it looked like a shit coin, so I didn't chart it. No, not the... I was thinking of a different coin. My bad. Hey, Jason, do you play Gods Unchained? 'Cause I think that's what that token's for. I dabble in Gods Unchained chain every now and again. So we're going to look at Kilt real quick. Down 2.9% at $1.86. Max supply 290 million. Circulating supply 71 million. 132 million market cap. Looks like the all-time high was 980 4 months ago. All-time low was 1 month ago at 79 cents. If I look at the max, so this just came out in November 2021, and it's just been in a downtrend since. If we compare the market cap to price, they have not put any more coins in circulation. Looks like it's available on these exchanges. So no real major exchanges except Kraken, I assume. So let's take a look at Kilt. You know you can earn God coins by playing God Unchanged. It's actually a pretty fun game. It's not one that I'd devote a lot of time to, but you have a couple minutes here or there. So Kilt's getting stopped right here. Let's draw a fib and see what's happening. Not there, so it must be a different high. Okay, so the 382 is holding right now on Kilt. RSI is reset at 50, doing that ladder up effect that I've talked about in several of my videos. I'd keep an eye on $1.82. If it falls below that, the 168 is the low. Our bottom right here is at $1.56. So we can, even though the hard candle's right here, the wick goes all the way down here, so we go off that for the lowest low. So I'd keep an eye on $1.56. But personally, I think we're working on heading back up here to $2.50 and testing this main resistance. These ladder up effects, man, you get these big pumps and you get these slight retracements. People are starting to FOMO back in with Bitcoin being bullish. Worst case scenario is something like this. But personally, I don't think we do that. I think we're actually going to be bouncing off here, which it looks like we did if we dive a little bit closer in. Yeah, I think $1.80 holds and we're working our way up to 250 on Kilt. What's the market cap on this? 132. RSI is reset, ready for another run up to 70. So a lot of things are looking bullish right now. A lot of coins are looking bullish, even though Bitcoin, I think it retraced 1% today or something like that. Yep. I always do quant first on my videos, my live streams. If you're in my Discord, you can tell that it's very heavily filled with quant holders. And I'm just saying this, out of all the videos I post and all the communities that I talk in quant, the quant community is by far the most nice people that I've ever met. Man, if you start talking about other coins or you start talking about TAs and stuff with different communities, they call you a fucking witch. I swear to God. Quant people accept you. Quant people are great people. And that's from personal experience right there. So that was Kilt. So what do we got? We got Gods next. So you can always scroll back in the live stream if you want. So Gods Unchained down 2.6% at $1.43. Max supply 500 million, circulating supply 33 million. Still an extremely small market cap of 48 million. So let's get into Gods. So we get into Gods. It looks like the 618 is holding us as the support right now. RSI is reset at 50. A lot of coins tagged out at 70 and are doing this retracement right now. But the supports are holding. You can see you have a very heavy support here at the 618. You tagged it multiple times. So I'm expecting us to go back down here to the 618 one more time at approximately $1.40 and then bounce back up here. Hopefully we make a higher high. It looks like we're heading into a triangle type pattern right here, which would not be bearish by any means. I mean, you could be doing this and have a breakout up to 178. I'm pretty bullish on a lot of coins right now with how Bitcoin's going. So even though we're making higher or lower highs, we could still break out and head up higher. So personally, I think we're heading down to the 618. Looks like I deleted that fib on accident, so we'll just go to pretend that it's there. I think we bounce off the 618, and then hopefully if we break above $1.52, we're heading up to $1.70 to test this main resistance. The RSI is reset, so we are able to have enough gas to do that right now. As you can see, in the past you have broke well over 70, and this is the first time you had a slow drag out to the 50 on the RSI. So I think we have enough fuel now to rock it up here and battle it out at the 178. So keep an eye on that again. Worst case scenario is a 135 or 1335. You can see this is a really thick support channel, and you have a main support right in the middle of it. I don't think we fall any lower personally than the 618. Man, I wish I didn't delete that. Let me just draw it back real quick so you guys have a better view of it. Yeah, right here. The 618 is held for so long. I think it's going to continue to hold, and we're going to bounce up to 178 if we break above this. If not, we're to consolidate in this triangle and break out from there. So VXV. So Vector Space down 3.7% at $2.13. 50 million total supply, 37 million circulating, and a small market cap of 81. All-time high of 1919 6 months ago. All-time low of 1.2 cents. Imagine getting in there. 16,000% pump. Look at the max compared to market cap. They have not put more coins in circulation. Didn't I already do Vector Space? Yeah, I just did Vector Space, I think. Well, regardless, I think we're heading down to the 618 and bouncing up here to the 236 to battle it out at this resistance. RSI is reset to definitely do so. So keep an eye on $2. If that holds, we're bouncing up here to the 236 to try to overtake this. Like I say, things normally test stuff 3 times, and you did have 2 here, 3 here. So hopefully this isn't the third that falls through. Hopefully I'm wrong and it comes back up here. So you have 1 top, 2 top, 3 top, 4 top, drop top. So just keep an eye on the 618. If that holds, we're coming back up. If not, your next main support is down here at 183, which I don't think it drops to. The RSI is reset enough for us to run up on VXV. So Flux. Man, I was going to go over all the Discord ones. So with that, I'm just letting you guys know Discord requests take priority over chatting requests. So if you want to request your coins, join my Discord channel. I also have NFTs on my OpenSeas that give you top priority for charting requests. So as the channel grows and there's more charting requests, your charting request will stand out and you will be at the top of the list. So with that, I'm going to put these ones on hold and jump back to the Discord because the Discord channel gets priority on charting requests right now. So if you want to chart anything priority, go on Discord. I think I have 3 to chart real quick before we jump back to the live stream requests. Sorry if that makes you guys mad, but that's how it works. So we have another one on the Discord, Neo. So if you want your charting request in, you can head over to my OpenSeas and buy one of those OG coins, right? Hey, man, you got to earn money somehow trying to do this stuff. So we got Neo. Neo up 2.6% at $26.67. Total supply 100 million, with circulating supply is 70 million. Market cap of 1.8 billion. With that, let's get into the TA of Neo. Oh, Neo's making a good run right now. So Neo, I think we're actually going to be bouncing off the 5 right here and heading back up. We had a huge red wick. Small red candle with a huge wick. And we actually wicked to the 5. So for Neo, I'm expecting a bounce off the 5 right here and a continuation upwards to the 382. We'll assess the situation at that time. Worst case scenario is 25.3, which is still a valid move because you can see the low is right here at 25.1. So worst case scenario is we can come down here and work our way back up to the 382, and it still would maintain its ladder up bullish momentum. Well, thanks, Detroit Dan. So Detroit Dan, I'm guessing you're from Michigan. Us Michigan folks got to stick together, right? Yeah, so bouncing off the 2.539 at the main support and heading up is the most likely scenario. It would maintain its bullish momentum. If it fell below 25.1, then it would start its downtrend on its bearish scenario. So that's the thing on Neo. So on to the next one on the Discord channel is H-Bar. Let's go Boston. Yeah. So Hedera H-Bar up 6.7% at 25 cents. Total supply 50 billion. Circulating supply 19 billion. Big market cap of 5 billion. Looks like I had it playing out, but a lot earlier than what happened. So I haven't charted this since February 22nd. Man, I really need to do an update on this on the channel. So let's zoom out. Looks like I'm running off a main fib too. So I'll clean that up. We'll draw bottom to the top and see what's going on. So you can see we wicked right past this resistance, but instantly got rejected. Personally, I think we're heading back down to the 618 here at 24 cents. Worst case scenario is 23. We can head down to 23, but we can't go any lower than the top of that. The low is 23.4. So to maintain the bullish momentum, we either have to bounce at the 618 or at the very top of this main support. I think we're actually heading down to the 618. RSI is at 70 though, so we could have a decent sized retracement. But personally, I think we're heading down to the 618. Bouncing off that, then that'll give us our gas or momentum for our ship to head up here and test the main resistance at 26 cents. So this would be a battleground right here. You can see there's a resistance channel met with a main resistance, met with a resistance channel. So we'll assess the situation at the time. The RSI is pretty high, so I don't think we'll be bouncing up immediately. So it's either going to be bouncing off the 618 or hopefully it's the tippy top of this support working our way up. We can't even dip a toe below this or we broke our low. So I'm saying the 618 holds on H-Bar for a continuation up to 26.5 cents. So looks like I have one more to go over on the Discord, then back to the live stream. Looks like one of those meme coins. I actually like Floki. I think this dog coin's gonna run a lot more than the other one. So Floki's down 8.2 at quadruple 0.3 down 8. Yeah. So I don't even think Floki's on TradingView. Oh, it is. Probably a shit chart though. Oh, it's not. Yeah, it looks like crap. Okay, we're gonna skip over Floki. Back to the live stream, but for real though, if you guys want to stand out and you guys want to have a leg up on all the other requests, make sure you check out my OpenSeas. I'm not trying to shill it, but I kind of am. So let's get into where we at here on the live stream. We're at Flux from Detroit Dan. Flux up 6.7%, $1.80. 440 million total supply, 230 million circulating with a 413 million market cap. Looks like it's available on these exchanges. So KuCoin's the lowest liquidity. Looks like most liquidity is on Gate.io. So let's look at Flux. Well, it looks like I had the prediction right, just too early. Jumping the gun on that one. Wow, this thing had a good run up. Held the 786 and just catapulted off of that. So let's draw a fib on this real quick. Well, the fib's already drawn. Bottom to the main top. So it looks like he wicked to the 236. RSI is still pretty high in my opinion. So the lowest we can go is $1.66 to maintain our bullish momentum. So with that being said and the RSI being high, we do have a resist or support channel here in the 236, but I think we're heading down to 171 for continuation upwards to make a higher high. So I'd keep an eye on $1.71 for a pullback on Flux. Looks like we are curling down, and I think we're going to be reset at the 50. Anything that stays above 50 is in bullish momentum. When it dips below 50, it's starting to become bearish. So when you get up to 70, it's overbought. If you stay within this range right here, between the 70 and the 50, it's in bullish momentum. If it drops below 50, it's considered bearish. But you can see a lot of coins would be bouncing between the 70 and the 50 now in the RSI. So with that being said, I think we're dropping down to 171, bouncing off that for a continuation higher, for another high, and to continue up on this ladder up effect that we've been in since March 9th. So another one from Detroit Dan, Trias. Never even heard of this coin. Whoa, small market cap. So Trias down 3.8% at $4.28. Very small total supply of 10 million. Half of that's in circulation, 21 million market cap. This is a moonshot gamble coin. If we get in that bull run mania phase, this thing might go. But like I've said in a lot of live streams, you know, Billy has 5 diamonds and Joe has 1 rock. And Joe thinks his 1 rock's worth more than Billy's 5 diamonds just because he has less of them, which is not the case. So just because you don't have a lot of total supply and you have a small market cap doesn't mean you're holding a diamond. But you have to do your own research on that one. Looks like it's available on KuCoin. KuCoin holds the highest liquidity. So try as what is going on here? So it looks like we had a decent sized drop back down to the 5. Well, it was just a wick, but the RSI is resetting at 50, and a lot of coins are going to be staying above 50 or just barely dip below it. So I think we might hard candle down to the 5 and then work our way back up to 382. If we don't hold at the 5, we can drop down to the 618 at 387. The lowest we can go is 375 because this is the low right here. We can't fall below this or then we start our bearish downtrend. So you guys do have room to drop. So even if you do drop a considerable amount, if you stay above the 618, you're still bullish. So don't be freaking out. Just keep an eye on the 618 at $3.86. I think we either bounce off the 5, and if that doesn't hold, if we bounce off the 5, that's the bullish scenario. The realistic one is we're most likely heading down to the 618 for a continuation upwards and overtaking the 236 and working our way up here to the main support or main resistance at $5.27. So I'm expecting a small pullback here until we lift off. We have to fuel up our ship before we take off a little bit more for Trias. So with that, what are we on now? Can you peek at Mir Protocol, MIR? Yeah, I can peek at it. You and your dag, Zegoth. Mir up 7.5% at $1.80. So looks like we're up quite a bit there. A lot of coins are retracing today. If you watch my live stream, a lot of them were at 70, and I was saying they're going to retrace back down to the 50, which seems like it's happening. Last time I charted this was March 6th. So we're going to clean this up and start fresh. We're going to go bottom here to top there. So RSI is curling back up, but we have not tagged the 50 yet. You can see you had a super hard dip, then a bounce right off the 50. So it looks like the top of the support held at $1.65, and you had this huge green candle. I'm thinking that we are going to be continuing upwards to 70, which would bring us up to about the 382 right here. But it's going to be hard to break above that. You can see you broke up to 81 on the RSI in the past, but you guys are technically in a downtrend right now. Yes, you had a nice consolidation period breakout. You can say you were in this triangle and it consolidated until it broke out, but you did get stopped at the 382. So I'd keep an eye on the you did get stopped at the 382. So I'd keep an eye on the 382 at $1.88. If you break above that, our next stop would be the 236, but the RSI is pretty high right now. I think we need a retracement. We need to reset at 50 or 45 before a larger continuation upwards. So I'd expect a pullback to the 5 most likely, and then a continuation up here to the 236 on Mir Protocol. But as of right now, it's just consolidating. It's kind of moving sideways. Yes, you did have this breakout, but you can see as soon as you broke out, you got rejected at the 382. So it's not ready to move up higher yet. You still need some consolidation. So technically, this one I consider to be out. I think we're actually going to be having a pullback off the 382 to the 5 before we have a continuation upwards on Mir. It just needs to reset. The RSI is too high in my opinion. So keep. Keep network is down 1.5 at 64 cents. Available on, it's available on Coinbase. Holds the highest liquidity. Only $439,000 in the last 24 hours was traded on this. So not that much. So not a lot of trading going on with Keep right now, but let's dive into it. So we got Keep. Keep's like looks like it's just consolidating sideways. You're bounced off the support. Yeah, you are generally curling upwards, but the top of this resistance is just holding you guys down. You did reset at the 50, but this is not doing that ladder up effect that a lot of the other coins are doing. Let's see where we're at. So we're at the 786 right now. We really have to break above 6.5 for us to take off. So I'm gonna draw the bullish scenario right now. We are at a red candle right now, so I think we bounce off the 786, then we'll break up here to the 618 at 72 cents. But as you can see, since March 10th, we really haven't been doing anything but consolidating sideways. Consolidation is a bullish thing. Don't take me wrong. Consolidation is a very bullish thing for coins. It just means people are accumulating them. And gradually, in time, once people accumulate enough, it's going to blow up. So don't think that just moving sideways is a bearish thing. Consolidating sideways is actually a very bullish thing for coins. So best case scenario is the 786 for a continuation up to the 618. We are, I guess you can say, in a uptrend if you want to call this up. Yes, we did dip below it here, but most of the wicks are tagging that. But it just looks like a gradual uptrend. We are battling it out at this resistance at 65. We tagged it once, twice, broke above it, fell below it 3, 4, 5. So we have to break above it eventually, right? So I think this next attempt might be that one where we break above it and head to the 618 at 72, which will bring the RSI approximately close to 70, and then we'll have a pullback. This would flip into support, and then we can have our bounce upwards. If we fall below 786, this consolidation period will be over. Then we'll have to talk about our bearish scenario back down to the support which has held approximately once, and you guys blew right through it a couple of times. So not crazy bullish on this coin right now, but it is moving upwards. It is consolidating in an uptrend. So ETC. I actually just started charting ETC like a week ago. Seems like a lot of people are into Ethereum Classic. I thought Ethereum Classic was a dinosaur, but Ethereum Classic up 3.9 at $49.31. He had that really nice run up that I covered. You guys are still bullish on this. Look at that. You're making higher lows, even though you're not making crazy higher lows. But the bad part is you are making lower highs. So I think a lot of coins right now are making lower highs, and you're looking at something like this happening. That making a nice bull flag right there. So I'd keep an eye on this for a blow off upwards. Let's see if I can draw a fib to validate that for you. Yeah, look at that. I think that's what's going to happen. So you have the 382 right here, which would validate the higher low and then a blow off. So I keep an eye on the 382 at $47, and then once we come back up here to test this triangle, I think we're to blow off from there and bounce up to the zero at, well, I don't think we're going to be shooting straight up to 60, but I think from there we'll be blowing above the 236 high. This is a grade A picture of a bull flag right there. If you don't know what a bull flag is, you should definitely Google it. This is definitely what one looks like. So if this doesn't play out, all the textbooks are wrong, or I don't know what I'm doing, right? But even though this is a bull flag, I mean, it doesn't guarantee anything, right? But I'd keep an eye on a pullback to the 47, then a continuation upwards out of this triangle on ETC. So DAG. So Muhammad, I did API 3 earlier today. I guess I can look at it real fast. That was one of the earlier coins I did today. What do I think of it now? Did something big happen while I was gone or what? No, from this morning, I think it's doing the same thing. Had to pull back to the 786, and then we're to continue upwards to battle it out of this resistance in 618 area. And if we break above that, we're taking the 5 for a retracement to the 618 and a continuation. So that's what I drew this morning, tagging the 786 for a continuation upwards. And it looks like that's what's at play right now. So keep an eye on a green candle. If the 786 doesn't hold, the lowest we can possibly go to maintain bullish momentum is 5.2 on API 3. So DAG, what's going on with DAG? Doing that ladder up effect. So this thing isn't consolidating sideways. This thing's following Bitcoin as it goes up. So it looks like we're getting stopped right now at the 236. The lowest we can go to maintain bullish momentum is 16.5. But personally, I don't think we had that low. I think we might head back to the 5 right here personally, which would flip this in the resistance, but that wouldn't be bad because the RSI would reset at 50, and then we could blow up above there. There's most likely a resistance up in here, but I don't want to draw a million microfibs to try to find it. If I drew a microfib from here to here, yeah. So I'd say look for a continuation up to 20 cents and then a rejection from there and then a continuation upwards. So I think Constellation is actually pretty bullish right now with the ladder up effect. I think something like this is at play. Worst case scenario is the lowest we can go is 16.5. So the worst case scenario I can say is the top of this support channel, this micro support channel at 16.8. For DAG. So UOS, what is that? Ultra. Ultra down 1.6% at $1.27, 1 billion total, 270 million circulating, 342 market cap. What's it available on? It's available on KuCoin and the other shit exchanges. So we're gonna try it on KuCoin because I like myself some KuCoin. Oh, not KuCoin. Where do we? So this thing has been moving sideways for a bit since January, since the beginning of the year. Bottom the top. What top? This top. Looks like we're getting rejected at the 382. Personally, we had the consolidation and a continuation upwards. We can't fall below. Yeah, here's the thing about this. We can't fall below $1.22, but the fibs are telling me we're going down to $1.21. But fibs aren't always right. We don't always tag them right to the, right to the point. So I'm expecting a pullback. RSI is well over 50. I'm expecting a pullback to the 50. So I'm going to say we're pulling back to 121 for a continuation up to 135 to battle it out at this resistance at 135. Let's hope that holds, because that would be a lower low. But inevitably, we did have a nice consolidation period, so there are some bullish things going on for this coin right now. We just need to maintain over 50 on the RSI for UOS. So expect a small pullback to around $1.21, $1.20, and then a continuation up to 135. Personally, I don't think we'll be seeing a green candle here. The RSI looks like it's retracing back down. So not bullish for the short term, but a retracement is not bearish by any means. Morphus Network down 1.3% at $1.48. So we have Morphus Network. Wow, this thing ran recently. Yeah, and it's making higher highs as well too. This thing's still going. Top to bottom, I think we're bouncing off the 382. I think we're going to be looking at another pump up here to the 236. Even though the RSI isn't reset at 50, it has to bounce here to continue upwards and maintain the slider up effect. We can't drop down here to the 5 at 130. Otherwise, that would be a lower low in my opinion. So we have to bounce here to continue upwards. I don't see any other fib between these two for it to bounce off of. Worst case scenario is a bounce down here. And then this bullish run that we've been in since this wick at 16th would be invalid. So keep an eye on 145. We can't fall below 145 on this. Otherwise, we're retracing back down to the top of the support channel at 130. But it is bullish right now. You have this ladder up effect. So we haven't made a lower low yet. So it is still bullish. So not just because the fibs say it could go down here doesn't mean it's going to by any means. You could still maintain this bullish momentum. You guys have been staying well above the 50 since March 16th. So I'd say we're looking for a green candle here. You even have a reverse hammer candle starting right now. So it looks like the next one might be green. The next candle starts in approximately 15 minutes. And you have a hammer candle right here, which indicates a reversal on Morphus Network. So KRL. Krill. Tell you what, when this thing first came out on Coinbase, I made quite a bit of money on it. Here's a little tip for you guys. If you follow Coinbase Exchange on Twitter, they announce what they're going to launch on Coinbase a day or two beforehand. And then you can go on other exchanges and quickly buy it up. And then as soon as you get listed on Coinbase, there's usually that Coinbase pump. And that's when you sell it. That's not financial advice. That's just what I've done. And I've made more money than not making money doing that. So just a little tip from me to you on how to do quick flips on Coinbase listings. They announce it a day or two beforehand. So Krill down 3.8% at 95 cents. Okay, so this thing tagged out. This thing is not doing the ladder up effect. So we're not in bearish territory yet until we fall below 90 cents. Even though we're having this big retracement, we don't have to be super concerned until we fall below 90 cents. But still, that's a pretty decent retracement after a big. But usually when you have big pumps like that, you have to have a retracement. You have to have a cool off. You can see we're well over 70 up to 91, and we just barely dip below the 50 right now. So it's not bearish by any means. You just need to fuel back up. You can't expect coins to go straight to the moon. Yeah, so I think we still have a little ways down to go. We can drop down to the 786 to maintain our bullish momentum, which I think we might do. I think I'd keep an eye on 90 cents for a continuation upwards and then battle out at the 618. The 618 breaks, we're up to the 5, and then I think we'll do a ladder up effect like this. But as of right now, I think Krill's heading down to approximately 90 cents. Even though the RSI is below 50, we're kind of in 50-50 land on the fibs, and it still would be bullish. The lowest we can go is the lowest we can go. Well, I guess the lowest we can go is approximately 90 cents as well. Well, we could go to 86 and still be bullish. So we can't dip below the 786 or this thing would start being bearish and you'd see a pretty decent size drop to this main support. But a lot of coins are bullish right now, in my opinion anyways. So keep an eye on the 786 at 90 cents for a continuation upwards to the 618 at 110. Dude, Coinbase has just been listed. I don't even want to get into this conversation about Coinbase. I made a video on it months ago that I got so much shit for, but it came out as true. Oh my gosh. Coinbase is just listing garbage. It used to be a high honor to be listed on Coinbase, and now they're just listing everything. Now that they are traded on stocks and stuff like that, they need to make money for their holders. But with there, you can make money off the quick flips off that, but they aren't listing anything good in my opinion. Okay, what am I looking at? KRL right now. Suku. Yo, I saw someone in my Discord channel. Man, that dude had a lot of Suku. Man, he was a strong believer in it apparently because he dropped a decent sized bag on Suku. Which, I mean, with a small market cap like that, it's a moonshot gamble, definitely. So if that thing went up, I did chart Floki already, I think. So yeah, he dropped a shit ton of money in Suku, and if it goes up, man, this definitely has room to run. But that's a little rich for my blood to put that much money in on Suku. But up 11.6 at 30. If you know me, I'd rather put that in PBX. Yeah, Suku's doing the ladder up effect as well. So with the ladder up effect, you've probably heard me say this a million times if you watch my videos. You start off small and then you take bigger steps, bigger steps, bigger steps. And that it's the people that are sitting on the sideline. They see Bitcoin going. They're the ones that were thinking it's bearish, and they start seeing coins going. So they're starting to FOMO back in. So you'll start seeing bigger ladder up like this as long as Bitcoin continues in the momentum that it's going on right now. So let's draw a fib on Suku. Yeah, I guess we'll go bottom to the recent top. Top close or top wick? Yeah, we'll go top wick. So it looks like, wow, that's a huge red candle there. We had some decent red. Still not at the 50 yet. I'm expecting to pull back to the 5 at 30 cents. And then we have to battle it out at this resistance again. So for Suku, keep an eye on 30 cents. The lowest we can possibly go to maintain our bullish momentum is this red candle right here at 25. So we can't fall below 25 cents. So I guess you can say the 618. I mean, if you want to be conservative, and you can say we can go down here to the 618 and continue upwards, this would still maintain its bullish momentum. When you start seeing ladder up effects like this and the green wicks get bigger, the big run-ups, you're going to start seeing bigger retracements as well with that. So keep that in mind. So when you start seeing big run-ups, you're going to see bigger retracements, but it won't make it bearish unless we fall below the low. So I know people are going to be like, oh, it just pumped 50% and it's down 20% the next day. Should I sell? But a lot of the time it's just resetting on the RSI and picking up more fuel for the ship so you can go even higher. So for the bullish momentum, keep an eye on the 5 at 28 for a continuation upwards. For the conservative, keep an eye on the 618 for a continuation upwards, and then we'll rebattle it out at this resistance. But if we continue this ladder up effect, we will be blowing above this on our way up. It won't be a straight green candle, most likely. It would be a ladder up effect. Yes, this is a pretty big green candle, and this was pretty much one big ass green candle, but as the longer we go on, it won't be as drastic. You can see you had the big green candle, then you had a couple green candles, and it's going to be like that. It's going to take a little bit longer to break above it, but it will do it nonetheless. That Will Smith Eno coin, I wouldn't touch that with a 2-foot pole. Well, 2-foot pole, 10-foot pole. I mean, I bet a lot of people made money off of it. Those type of coins you have to be in right when they release. Otherwise, you're just buying up the liquidity of people selling. Alliance Block down 5.9% at 22 cents. Oh, not there. I don't want to chart it with Bitcoin. Man, why can't I find a decent chart for this? Look how choppy that looks. Where to go off of it, though? Ugh. Good old trusty KuCoin probably has a good one. There we go. Ignore my previous TA on this. I was wrong. So this thing is not bullish right now. A lot of the other coins are doing the ladder up bullish thing. You guys are continually making higher or lower highs. Unfortunately, looks like this thing is immune to the pump. But it does look like we wicked to the top of the support at 21, but we hard candled to the 786. So I'd keep an eye on a retracement to 22. It's hard for me to say that we're going to be breaking above this. I mean, we did take it once, twice. We can do it again. RSI is well below 50, but this thing hasn't been bullish in a while. Out of all the coins we looked at today, this is the least bullish one. So I'm expecting a pull up to the 618 at 25 or 24.3, and then a bounce down here to the main support at that time. Hopefully it's starting this triangle pattern thing so we have a breakout, but as of right now it's not looking super bullish to me. So hopefully if we bounce off the 786, we're heading up to the 618. Worst case scenario, we have a thick support channel here, but you don't have a main support until 19 cents. I don't think we're dropping down there. Last time we dropped down there was the 11th when Bitcoin broke just below 40,000. So I think the 786 holds, and we'll be heading up to the 618. But it's hard for me to say we'll be breaking up to 25 as we're making these higher lows. I think we might be starting this consolidation triangle type thing. So Noli Santa AR Weave. Is that a coin? Oh, it is. Up 5.3 at $39.17. Looks like it's available on these exchanges. The highest one is actually Hitbit with liquidity, which is crazy because Binance is listing it too. It says Crypto.com is listing it. And that's the lowest liquidity. So let's get into AR. I don't think this is it. Is it available on KuCoin? Oh, it is available on KuCoin as well. Yeah, man, this thing's not looking bad at all, doing the ladder up effect as well. I'd keep an eye on 4184. Actually, yeah, it's curling upward. I think this is at play. 4184 retracement to the 236 and then a continuation upwards. So keep an eye on 4184 and then a pullback to $37 and then a continuation upwards. That would bring the RSI a little bit above 70, back down to 50, and then we can continue back up to 70. You can see it's been consecutively taking the 70 since March 2nd, so this is definitely not out of the cards for this coin. And you are making higher lows, so the lowest we can go is $31 for it to maintain bullish momentum, and I don't think we're heading back down there anytime soon. I think the lowest we can possibly go is 35 for the time being. So this is the bullish scenario, 41 to the 236 upwards. If you want to be kind of conservative, down here to the 35 for a continuation upwards. But for the very, very short term, I think we're heading up to 4184. So Floki, I guess I can try it on DEX. I'll put the effort in. But if this doesn't work, I'm going to go to a different coin. I do think the dogs run one more time. I'm not just shoving Floki to the side by any means, not considering it a scam coin or anything like that. I'm just, it's hard to find a decent coin on the, or a decent chart on this. I'm not very familiar with this DEX charter. Okay, so for, oh shoot, I don't want two of them. So for Floki, I'd keep an eye on a pullback to the 786. Then a continuation upwards. The RSI is definitely reset, so you can definitely, where are we going, right here, you can definitely continue upwards, but as of right now I'd expect a pullback to 363 and then coming up here to test the 618. You are making lower highs, so it's not bullish right now in my opinion. So if you're looking, I don't know what you bought in at, but personally, I wouldn't be buying it right now. I'd wait for it to drop a little bit lower, but it looks like it's dropping down to the 786 at 3628 and then continuing up to the 618 right here at 375. Hard for me to say it's going to break above that because even if you look at the RSI, it's on a downtrend as well. So Floki isn't looking super bullish right now. But if you look at all the other dog coins, they're not looking crazy bullish right now either. So keep an eye on the 618 at 363. Then I'll pump up to the 618 at 3789. So Detroit Dan says ALB. I think I just charted Alliance Block. Man, I really need to keep a notebook. Yeah, I already charted Alliance Block. So AVT. So Haven WoW, GFI. I am not a fan of GFI. I posted a video on it a couple months ago if you want to go look at it, calling it the Coinbase scam. New coin immediately got listed on Coinbase and started shooting down. Came out with 5 million, I think it was 5 million coins, and then as soon as the ICO people sold, they pumped the circulating supply up to 11 million and just dumped all the liquidity on the Coinbase holders. I'm sure it has its good utility and stuff like that. I just don't like how they released that coin. So if you want to look at my, it's probably not that good. I had to actually block the comments on it because people were fighting. If you want to look at that, I have a GFI video. I have two of them actually. I have a follow-up and the main one. It was kind of funny, but probably wasn't the best thing to post for the channel. So AVT. I'm not going to chart GFI, by the way. I don't like it. Sorry if that offends you. So Aventus AVT up 2% at $2.75. Well, it looks like that's playing out. When's the last time I charted this? I don't even know. Where to clean this up real quick. I should like date these. That would take up way too much time. So AVT, I'm expecting a pullback. Oh, hang on. We can't fall below this though. Oh, we can't fall below the 5. This is a green candle though, but it's the fib saying we're pulling back down to the, oh, I mean, I guess you can say that barely wicked below it. So I expect a pullback to 270 and then hopefully a continuation upwards. The RSI is not reset at 50 yet. You did just start your ladder up effect on the 18th. So hopefully we don't drop back down here to the main support. But if the main support holds, I think we'll continue upwards as well. But I don't think we'll be blasting off right now. I think we're inevitably going to have a pullback either to 270 or to 266. I guess you can call this the bottom right here. So the worst case scenario would be the 618 at 250. If I wanted to buy into AVT right now, this is not financial advice by any means. I would just put a buy order in at $2.50. And if it got filled, it got filled. If not, then it didn't. I always put my buy-in orders a little bit lower than what I expect it to drop down to. That way, if it gets filled, I'm pretty happy. That's not financial advice. That's just what I would do if I wanted to get into AVT. I would put a buy-in order at the 618 at 251. Because if it continues this ladder up effect, that's the lowest it can go for it to bounce up to the 236 for a continuation upwards on AVT. But as of right now, we're most likely having a retracement on AVT before we have another run up. ALBT is killing me. I need to get rid of it, but can't until it hits 40 cents. I don't want to take a loss on it. I feel you there, man. There's some coins that I actually had to pull the trigger on and take losses. I mean, the slow bleed out effect is a lot more painful than just taking the immediate loss and tossing it into a different coin and making profit. So, well, what is ALB? I just charted that. Man, I just am super forgetful tonight. So you can't sell it until it's 40 cents. But it's at 22. Ooh, that's a 50% drop from where you almost 50%. I feel you there, man. But if we get into that bull run mania phase, it'll go up there. But for the short term, I don't think we'll be blasting up to 40 cents anytime soon. Man, I'm digging this music tonight. I don't know if you guys can hear it on here. So VeChain, 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 VeChain. US dollar trading view by Binance. Holy shit, did I predict that perfectly or what? I don't know when the last time I charted this was. I could have charted it yesterday. I chart so many coins now. I still think that's valid. I think we're bouncing down either to, what is this right here? There's a 0. Yeah, I'd keep an eye on 70 cents for VeChain. The lowest we can possibly go is the 618 to maintain our bullish momentum at 63, but I think the support's going to hold. The RSI is almost at 50, so keep an eye on the main support at 69, and then I think we're going to have a continuation upwards to break this high and head up to the 236. As long as coins continue this bullish momentum and Bitcoin doesn't just all of a sudden take a shit on us, a lot of coins are going to be making this huge ladder up effects, guys. If you went around in 2017, you're in for a treat if this is the bull run mania phase. Make sure you have your exit strategies planned. So you don't want to all of a sudden be holding the bag when it takes a shit. But I think we're dropping down to 6.9 for continuation upwards to the 236 on VeChain. I had to crack open my LaCroix real quick. I swear it's not a beer, it's a LaCroix. Okay. So it looks like I'm all caught up for, oh no, there's more chats. Whoops. Yeah, Haven, wow. I mean, don't listen to me on GFI. If you want to invest in GFI, do it. I mean, I'm by no means a financial advisor. That's just my personal opinion. I do not like how they released that coin and just dumped all the liquidity on the Coinbase holders. So Art Lopez says Matic. So Matic up 4% at $1.67. You know the crazy thing is, I got into Matic when it was 33 cents, and my dumbass sold it when it got up to 45 cents. I had about 4K in Matic at 33 cents. And I kicked myself in the ass. But that's going to happen. The longer you're in crypto, it's going to happen. It's just part of the game, right? Oh man, so Matic tagged 70 and is retracing right now. It is in a downtrend still. But let's draw some fibs. Ooh, we hard candled right to that. Hard candled right to the 5. RSI's tagging 50. So here's the thing. Listen to me. This is kind of a make or break right here. If we fall below the 5 on this, we're going to have a decent sized drop. Most likely down to $1.60. We have a fib support, and we just fell below this main support. But if this main support or this fib holds, we'll continue upwards. But if we fall below $1.65 and this fib doesn't hold, I think we're dropping down to $1.60, which would not be bearish by any means. Bearish would be if we drop down to 156. But I think we could drop down here and continue up to the 5. This thing doesn't look like it's making huge gains, but that's when you have a market cap of 11 billion, you're not going to see huge green candles by any means, like the small cap coins. So I think we're having a pullback here to 160, then a continuation upwards to the 382 at 175 for Matic. I don't think we'll be bouncing off this and continuing upwards, even though we're at the 50. So this candle actually just started. At my time, it's 8:09 p.m. So I'm charting on the 4 hours. So now I have 8 till midnight are the last candle that we're looking at right now, and it started off as red. So I think we're pulling back to 160 on Matic. So PLU and BLZ. PLU. Oh, wow. PLU keeps getting stopped at 990. But I see a bull flag forming. And if you want to go off pattern, I know some people hate going off patterns, but I mean, they're obviously a pattern for a reason. They're in books and everything that I've read. But we are making lower highs, so that makes me think that we are in a bull flag type scenario. We did bounce off the support right here, just off this new candle, so I'd keep an eye on a move upwards. Look at the RSI just snaking around the 50. We'll draw bottom to top. Yeah, so as of right now, we're not going to be bullish until we break above 990. And if we're making these consecutive higher or lower highs, I think we're heading up to $9.55 and then a retracement back down to the support. I personally don't see this being super bullish right now, but we are in a bull flag. If you like bull flags, you can say it's bullish, but this is a really tight one right now. So personally on PLU, this is kind of a difficult one because you've been hovering well above the 50, so you guys have room to run, but you are making higher or lower highs. So it's kind of a chicken and egg type thing right now. You guys have enough room to run up here, but it looks if you're making these consecutive lower highs, 990 would be the top. So I'd keep an eye on a move up here. If you move up here, you definitely broke the cycle and you guys are bullish again. But judging from this wick right here from the 20th, you guys are starting this bearish trend. I mean, you could chart this a million different ways. You can say you're going down, it's bearish. You can say, hey, it's a bull flag, you're about to break out. It's all just speculative. I just try to give you guys information to go off of, and as of right now, the support at 908 is holding. So I'm gonna roll the dice and say we're making a move up to $10.32, which would bring the RSI up to 70. Worst case scenario I see is the 382 and then a bounce down here like this to continue this trend of lower highs. So BLZ, oh man, BLZ actually made a lower high as well. What's going on? So BLZ looks like we're going to have a pullback, most likely to, I guess we could pull back here. Lowest we can possibly go to maintain our bullish momentum, we pull back down to 18.36 and then continue up here to the 5 at 20. 20 looks like it's a battleground. Looks like you tagged it once, twice. So hopefully this third attempt you break out. The RSI is still pretty high in my opinion, so we have to have a retracement. We have to refuel up on these ships. If we fall below support, I'm going to say it's pretty bad news, and we're going to be heading down to the 618. And then this bullish momentum round is gone, unless you want to just delete this and say this is low, but that's not how charting works. You can't just toss a scenario out the window. I mean, I bet if you look at it on a different time frame, it's different, but if you want short-term predictions, you chart off the 4-hour. So BLZ, there's two different scenarios, the 618 or the main support at 18. What is that? 18.3. 618 if the 18.3 doesn't hold. So I think we're heading down to test this support, which would bring us back down to the 50, which would give us our bullish momentum to break up higher. But I don't think we're going to be moving higher. You can see that candle, if you looked at it closely, keeps bouncing from green to red. So people are battling it out right now. Man, I'm falling behind on these chats. Holy crap. So if I don't get to your request in this live stream, I'm sorry. Gotta show my OpenSeas again. If you go to my OpenSeas, I have a couple different NFTs there. I have ones that give you special privileges, such as hierarchy on charting requests. So if you charted a coin on the live stream or my Discord channel, it would immediately put it as #1 charting request, and I'm having it, so that gives you highest priority for charting. There's different tiers for that. So if you're interested in supporting the Charting Crypto channel and you like what I do here, I'd appreciate you guys heading over to my OpenSeas account and checking that out. So now that I'm done shilling that, let's get back to some TAs. I'm going to try to get to all of these, but I'm most likely going for another 45 minutes and then calling it quits. Shit, that's spot on, VET. I think you charted that sometime last week. John Deere. Give me a second. I gotta read through the live stream. Yeah, so chart ApeCoin. I'll definitely chart ApeCoin. So ApeCoin up 13 point, oh, not 13.6, up 2.3 at $13.62. And this coin came out of nowhere. I thought this thing was going to be a dud, but it's been curling upwards. See, I had, last time I charted this, looks like I had us going in this channel, and if we broke below it, would be tagging this. Looked like that happened, so I'm going to clear this up real quick. We're going to start fresh. So there's not a lot of data to go off ApeCoin right now, so take this with a grain of salt. There's no recent or previous price history. I mean, this coin just came out, so the data that we have right now is brand new. Yeah, listen to Z Guy. If you join the Discord channel, that's all we do is talk crypto, man. It's awesome. We have a great group of people there. So Ape. What are we bouncing off of? See, this is the thing about those new coins. They really don't follow market structure for the time being until you get more data. I'm going to jump this over to the 1 hour chart and see what's going on there. Yeah, so it looks like we wicked off the 5. This is doing the ladder up effect it has since the 20th. So there's a good chance. Look how low the RSI is. We have well more than enough fuel to blast up here. So I think that was the bottom right here at 13.4. And we're to be continuing up here to test the 238 or 236, which would be our third attempt. And if we break through that, I think we're going to have a pullback and then up here to the 1 at 17.4. So we've been doing this ladder up effect. And that's what it looks like it's going to continue doing as long as Bitcoin maintains its bullish momentum when people are getting hyped. RSI is definitely reset enough to do it. I don't see the RSI dropping below 30 again, which would drop us below the 5. So I expect ApeCoin moving up. I don't think it'll be blasting up super fast like this, but I think we'll be working our way up to test the 236 for a third attempt. And if we break above that, we'll continue our ladder up effect on ApeCoin. So Gala, good old Gala. So Gala is up 1.4% at 26.9 cents. Gala's continuing that ladder up effect as well, man. Man, coins are just looking so good. That's why when everyone was fearing down here, buy when there's fear and sell when there's greed, right? Good old Warren Buffett quote right there for you guys. So how did I learn how to chart? I read a lot of books, watched a lot of videos, did a lot of practicing. I used to look at technical analysis from other YouTubers. I stopped doing that because all of them were 100x moonshot in a week type stuff. They weren't realistic price predictions. And I figured people need the realistic price prediction type shit. The short term, what to expect. Not like this coin's going to be going up 100x with that big old flashy, you know, thumbnail on YouTube and everything like that just to get clicks. People need the real data. You know, that's what makes crypto look bad. People saying, hey, it's going up 100x in a week. Click on my YouTube video. Dump your money in this coin. I don't care what happens to you as long as I get the views and the clicks. So I created my own channel because of that. I didn't expect it to get this popular. I started it 3 months ago and I'm almost at 2K followers. So I appreciate all you guys. Every single one of you for supporting my channel. And I hope you find it informative, and I hope it helps you guys in your crypto journey. So Gala is bouncing off the 5. RSI is reset. I think we're be looking at another ladder up here on Gala. A lot of coins are being making, like I said, a lot of coins are doing this ladder up effect, and it's going to continue. So I'd keep an eye on the 236 at 10. Don't FOMO into it by any means, but it's set up to do that. We bounced off this 5 once, twice, 3 times, curling our way back up. So if we break over $9.00, I think we're off to the races up to the 236 at 10.30 or $10 on Gala, which will bring the RSI up to 70. So it's definitely doable. There's definitely enough fuel in the tank to do that. I personally don't see it heading back down to the main support, which is around the 618 at 830. I think we're going to be continuing this ladder up effect and making a new high on this ladder up effect. So I think the new high peak will be a 1025. I don't think it'll be a straight candle up. I think it'll be this choppy upwards movement, but just keep an eye on that. But you know, if we wake up tomorrow and, you know, Warren Buffett sold his 10 billion Bitcoin or whatever, and it drops down to 42, everything we did tonight is invalid. And that's the crazy thing about crypto, the volatility and the manipulation of Bitcoin. But as long as Bitcoin's continuing up, all this stuff is definitely possible, man. You just got to weigh the pros and the cons and know your own risk tolerance. You watch Vision Pulse Trades. No, is that a YouTube channel? Vision Pulse Trades? I try not to watch other YouTube charters because I don't want it to affect my charting. But hopefully he's not shilling 100x coins and everything like that. Hopefully he's giving realistic price predictions. Because that's what the crypto space needs, is people giving real stuff, not going for the clickbait shit. Man, where am I at? I did Gala. Now I'm in BEPRO. Wow, this thing just blew up. Oh, what was that? So from the 27th to the 29th, you guys went up 77%. Congrats. Congrats. That's awesome. So if we do... we won't go off that long. We'll go off the short term. Short term looks like we tagged the 50. I think the 382 actually holds, and we're going to be curling upwards. You can see we did wick above this resistance, but we did not hard candle above it. We did have this ladder up effect, so the lowest we can possibly go to maintain our bullish momentum is 42 cents. I don't think we head down there, so I'm going to give the bullish prediction first, is a bounce off the 382 up here to test this main resistance. RSI is reset at 50. I don't think we're heading back down to 30, but if you want to be conservative, the lowest we can possibly go, I think, is the 5 for continuation upwards. So inevitably, I think we have a very slight pullback before we continue upwards on BEPRO. RSI is reset. We have enough fuel in the tank to do it. Well, I appreciate that, Haven. Wow. Maybe I'll glance at his stuff. I just don't want it to affect my charting. Hopefully he's not copying my shit. No, I'm just kidding. He's probably bigger than I am. I'm just a small fish in a big pond, right? ZCX. This is it, right? Unizen? Well, obviously I charted it before. Back in March 5th. Don't look at that, it was wrong. Ooh, looks like we bottomed right here. Hey, I expect this to be moving up. This is not doing the ladder up effect. but we are pretty low on the RSI, and it is curling upwards. I think we're coming up to overtake this and working our way up to the 236 at 125-ish area, and we'll assess the situation at that time. That'll bring us up a little bit over 50. This thing has tagged 70 recently, once, twice, 3 times in the last 2 days, so why not? The bad part is I just figured out I've been charting on the 1 hour. So back to the 4 hour, same thing. Bounce off the 5, work our way up to the 236 at 125. Inevitably, the RSI on the 4 hours reset is 50 as well. I think we'll be heading up to, we'll have that a retracement, head up to 132 to battle it out here, which will bring the RSI up to 70. But as of right now, I think we bottomed right here at the 5. I think we'll be making some upwards movements from here. Worst case scenario, we can drop to the 618 at 113, but we can't go any lower than that because the lowest we can, I guess you can count this wick at 110. 110 is the low right now, but that only works on ladder up effects, and this thing is not laddering up. We had a nice consolidation and a pop off from that and a retracement. So I think we bounced off this and we're working our way up to the 236 at 125. Lattice, haven't charted it since the 6th of March. Doing a ladder up effect. Holding the 50. The 50 on the RSI is holding, so that's bullish. Yeah, man, this thing looks like it's about ready to make another high. I don't think we'll be heading all the way up here to 128. I think we'll be heading up to 120. On that's the main fib. If I draw a micro fib to this top, yeah, too much stuff going on. I'll delete this fib. Yeah, so I'd keep an eye on 120. That'll bring us back up to 70 on the RSI. I think 120, then a retracement to the 236 because the low's right here now, and then we'll continue our ladder up effect. You see we're not having big pumps, we're having the ladder up effect, so something like this is definitely in the cards. So for lattice, I think we have a little bit higher to go before we have a retracement back down to pretty much $1. I think we go up to 120 and then back down to $1. Not saying 120 is going to happen overnight, but I think we'll do this chop up effect to 120 then a retracement. XDC. So I think XDC is going to be dropping a little bit more back down to the 382. Even though the RSI is at 50, this thing hasn't really been blowing up. You can see it was a gradual slope up in the 70s for a while. And you didn't really have any big candles. It was kind of chop up effect. So I think this 382 and then a continuation back up here to 236. Worst case scenario is this main support at 57. We could actually drop all the way down here to the 628 at 5 cents because the low's right here. But it's really, I guess you can say it's really not doing the ladder up effect. So I just keep an eye on 5.8. If not, the 5.7 has to hold for a continuation up here to battle it out at the 3.82. I don't see this thing making huge pumps anytime soon, since you see how it was just drug out right here. But I think inevitably we're going to be having a pullback on this before we have a pump up. Okay, give me a sec. I got to go through the chats. I saw you as a hidden gem, so I keep up whenever you post or go live. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Any large predictions should hopefully be on a monthly to yearly time frame. Yeah, I don't do long-term predictions by any means. If you want a long-term prediction, go shake your magic 8 ball and ask that thing what the price is going to be in a year. You'll get the same effect as looking at one of those YouTubers that are clickbait. Can you do LCX? I think I did LCX already. Like I said, I need to keep... Oh no, I don't think I did LCX on the live stream yet. I did LCX this morning, I believe. LCX up 4% at 12 cents. Well, it looks like I had this drawn. I don't know when I did this, but it looks like it's following it. I had us tagging the, what is this, the 5? So it's 382, and then continuing upwards. I still think this chart's valid. RSI is reset at 50. Worst case scenario is down here to the 11. But you can see the 50's been holding for quite a while. I think we'll be bouncing off this and working our way up to the 618 at 15.6 cents for LCX. So if we fall below this, personally, I don't own any LCX. If I held LCX and I wanted to accumulate more, I'd personally put a buy order in at 11.33. That's not financial advice. That's just what I would do if I wanted more LCX. If it didn't get filled, it didn't get filled. And the coin would continue upwards. But I think we're bouncing off this. You can see we're having a pretty hard time falling below the 382 right here at 12.25. And I think we're working up to the 618 at 15. I don't think it'll be a straight pump up like this. I think it'll be more of a choppy jump up to the 618. But I think the ladder up effect is going to be taking effect on LCX sometime soon. You can see it started recently and we had this big pump up. So keep an eye on the 1225. If it falls below that, we're heading down to 11.3. If not, we're continuing up to the 618. LRC. You know, I'm going to end up charting the same coin multiple times. Oh, I haven't done loop ring. Did loop ring this. Wow, loop ring still going. So what's to say here about loop ring? I saw people posting about loop ring. Something big happened with loop ring. They bought something, or they're doing something with GameStop, I think it is. Not sure. If you know, comment. I think they're doing something with GameStop. So loop ring up 13.6% at 130. That might have been the catalyst that caused this thing to take off. So ignore that. Obviously, it's wrong. Man, this thing's just going. Deal with GameStop. Yeah, that's what it is. They have the deal with GameStop. That's super bullish in my opinion. I don't know anything about loop ring, but just them partnering with GameStop with how hyped GameStop is right now. Oh. NFTs. Speaking of NFTs, check out my OpenSeas. Okay. So RSI tag 70 looks like it's retracing. I think we'll... let's see. So lows right here. I think we're having a pullback to the 618. It looks like at 118. Then a continuation upwards. I don't think this thing's going down anytime soon as long as Bitcoin maintains its bullish momentum and all the hype's going on. I think this ladder up effect, as you can see the ladder up effect, you have the small ladder, then you get a bigger ladder, and then you move sideways for a little bit, then you have a bigger ladder, and it's just going to continue like that. That's the people FOMOing back in, getting all hyped up. So I think we're heading down to the 618. I don't think the support holds, sorry to say that, but I think we're heading back down to the 618. And then heading up to the 5, and then we'll continue up from there. So I think this is going to have a slight pullback. We need to pick up some fuel for our ship. Our ship's almost on E. We need to go fuel up and grab some more people so we can go higher. IMX. IMX. What is this? Oh, immutable. I haven't charted this in a bit. Sorry about that. Up 1.6% at $2.66. So, from what it looks like here, we're getting stopped at the 5. RSI is still considerably high, and I think it's retracing back down to the 50. So keep an eye on 2338 for continuation up to the 382. I think this is having a pullback, go to reset on the RSI, and then a continuation back up over 70. You can see that's pretty much what happened here, even though we fell below. But recently, since Bitcoin broke up, we're just tagging. I think it's just going to be doing this, riding the wave. So keep an eye on the main support, which is exactly on the 618. So I'm pretty sure that's going to hold at 2338 for a continuation upwards to the 23 or the 382 up to around $3. But as of right now, I think we're having a pullback on IMX. And with that, I think I'm all caught up with the chats. Yeah. There we go. Phew. Oh. So I hope everybody's having a great Tuesday. What should we look at next? We're going to look at my favorite coin ever, PBX. How's this bad boy doing? 618's holding. Looks like PBX is heading back up to 1.3. Third top though, so we have to break through here on PBX. Super bullish on PBX, guys. If you're in the Discord channel, you know I'm a PBX moon boy. Came out September of 2021 on the Cardano blockchain. I suggest you guys look into it if you're interested. It has an extremely small market cap. The market cap's only, I think it's 12 million, 28 million. And I think it's only available on KuCoin right now. Well, KuCoin and the swaps. Yeah, definitely look into Paribus, guys. That's not financial advice. I just like Paribus a lot. We have not done Spell for a while. That is very true. Let's jump into it. I think LRC is going to beat IMX on the GME. I think LRC is more has more utility and could bring more to the table for GameStop. So it looks like Spell is consolidating right now. Well, not consolidate. Well, it is consolidating. But it looks like it's holding on the main support. Bull flag form. I think something like this is at the table. So I'd keep an eye on a small pull up to around 4.5, retracement back to 4.2, and then if we break up, I think we're blasting up to 5.1. I think Spell's about to break out, not break up. Break up. Definitely holding at the support, man. So not looking crazy bullish right now, but if you like, you know, drawing shapes and stuff like that, I've done this in the past before and it's played out. A lot of the books and a lot of the information that I've studied up on, this is pretty accurate. This is about 88% accurate. RSI is reset back down to 50, so we definitely have enough room to move up and make this a valid play. So as long as we don't fall below 4.2 support, I think this is what's at play for Spell. So with that, I am going to go over my 100x Moonshot Gamble coin that I don't invest. I guess investing is going out of your way to buy it purposely. I see this as putting my extra funds into it after making trades for my main accounts, my main plays. This thing right here is the smallest market cap on Coinbase. not Coinbase, smallest market cap on KuCoin. Only 1.8 million. All-time high of 52 cents 4 months ago. All-time low of 2 cents 8 months ago. And they have not put more coins in circulation. They actually just had a coin burn. They actually just burnt 800 million coins. So I think if we get the bull run mania phase, it's going to blow through this all-time high from November. So, I mean, I don't want to invest a lot of money in this. After making my flips and investing in the main coins that I hold on to when I have some extra funds, yeah, I put it in here, but I don't go out of my way to put money in this. So don't follow me. Know your own risk tolerance. So, I mean, I'm not banking on this. This could easily go to zero. I'm just telling you guys, moonshot gamble with a low total supply and a low market cap like this. This is definitely, if you like gambling, this is definitely a really good one to gamble in. Yeah, moonshots should definitely be done with play money. By any means, I don't give financial advice, but if I was a financial advisor, I'd say don't be investing hard-earned funds into moonshot coins. But if you have some extra money and you want to play around with it and gamble. Yeah, of course I can chart Hydra, Zigoth. Looks like the last time I charted it was February 26th. This is what I had play out. Looked like it semi-followed it for the most part. So pat on my back. So let's see. Yeah, so bottom straight up to the top, the 5. Holding at the 5 right now. We are making lower highs, unfortunately. RSI has been below 50, and we're curling back up to the 50. So I think we're heading back down to the 8.7 main support. If we don't bounce off that and head up to 7.2, I think we'll be dropping down to the 6.18 here to 8.28. It's not looking crazy bullish right now. Got to keep an eye on the main support at 8.78. If we fall below that, I think we're going to be doing this chop down effect to the 6.18. Just this thing is not following the ladder up effect, and it's very, very resistant on breaking above 50 on the RSI. So just keep an eye on the support at 8.7. If we bounce off that and break above this high right here, which would this wick to? Looks like it wicked to 9 cents or $9. If we break above $9, then this downtrend, I guess you can say the downtrend's invalid, but as of right now, it's not bullish. If we fall below this, we're going to have a pretty nasty, I don't think it's a straight drop down there, but I think it's going to be that chop down effect to the 618. And it's just going to continue staying below the 50. But if we bounce off this, we could have a good shot up to $9.20. Yeah, I haven't heard that about Cardano, but I'll have to look into that. I hold Cardano as well. So we're getting to the end of the live stream. I have enough time to chart a couple more coins. Anyone want to toss any out there? So what's Bitcoin doing? That is not what I want to look at. Yeah, I personally think Bitcoin's going to be retracing. You can see it already started its retracement. I think Bitcoin's going to be tracing to 45. It has to do that. It has to pick up more fuel for us to blow up. With that, a lot of altcoins are going to be falling down too. I know that sounds bearish, but it still would be bullish if it did that. So I'd keep an eye on 45,000 for Bitcoin. Altcoins will dip even further, but it needs to happen. We need to come back down here for healthy growth. And for the last coin I chart tonight, it will be Jasmy. So it looks like I had Jasmine bouncing off the 618. If it fell below the 618, it would be going down to 29. Looks like the 618's holding right now. The RSI is below 50, but it has not dropped down to 30 cents the 27th. So I'd keep an eye for Jasmine on a move up to 3.7 cents. We do definitely have enough room to run up higher. So if we break above 3.7 cents, we could have a nice run up here to test this main resistance. You can see we tested it once, twice. This would be our last attempt before we had a decent sized drop. So if we broke above 3.7 and bounced up to 4.5, we'd absolutely need to break that, or Jasmine would most likely fall back down to 2.93 cents area. But the 618 has held. You can see we bounced off it once, twice, 3 times. So I think this might be the attempt where we go up here to try to break the resistance at 3.7. If we do that, I think we're heading up to 4.5. If we get rejected there, I think that's when we're going to be seeing a decent drop on Jasmine. So with that, guys, I appreciate everyone coming out tonight and supporting the channel. If you'd like to support the channel further, please check out my OpenSeas. I have some NFTs on there just for supporting the channel. I also have some NFTs on there that give you perks in the Discord and on live streams, such as priority for charting. And as the channel grows, you'll get added perks. I also have higher up NFTs that give you unlimited access in NFT giveaways, which I will be doing on this channel. So if you're interested in supporting the Trading Crypto channel and you like the stuff that I'm putting out, please visit my OpenSeas account and consider buying one of those NFTs to support my channel. I appreciate everyone coming out tonight, and I hope to catch you guys next time on the live stream of Charting Crypto.